Hello and welcome to the top 10 best Hell in a Cell matches. By best Hell in a Cell matches, I mean matches that have taken part inside the Hell in a Cell, and not just matches from the pay-per-view, though I will be doing a video on that later. My name is Top 10 Wrestling, thanks for the support recently. Let's hit 5 likes and get right onto the list. Number 10, John Cena vs CM Punk vs Alberto Del Rio. This took place in 2011 for the WWE Championship, of course. And it was a pretty good Hell in a Cell match, especially, when you're in a PG environment. It's kind of hard to get a good Hell in a Cell match, and I think they did a pretty good job, though the only thing they did do wrong was the winner, who should not have been Alberto Del Rio, probably should have been CM Punk, and that does take away a lot from the match. The match was pretty good, so I rank it at number 10. Number 9, Batista versus the Undertaker. In my opinion, Batista versus the Undertaker just had great chemistry, and they never had a bad match. I would always be so entertained by whatever match they were in, and I really did enjoy this Hell in a Cell match they had. Number 8, The Undertaker versus Triple H. Arguably the best Hell in a Cell match of the PG era, and I can maybe agree with that. I didn't like it too much, though. Well, I did like it, but not as much as it's hyped to be. Not as much as people hype it up, and it was hyped up as to be the end of an era match. But the problem with that was that after the match happened, after it was finished, Triple H, The Undertaker didn't retire. Shawn Michaels still stayed around. Stayed around a bit. You get what I mean. But that kind of took away what happened after the match. Kind of took away from the actual match. Though I do rank the match at number 8 because it's still very good. Number 7, Cactus Jack versus Triple H. Cactus Jack and Triple H, two of the best people inside of a Hell in a Cell, other than probably the Undertaker, who probably is the best. Put on a really entertaining match. Of course, Mick Foley in general can just work well as anyone, whether it's Mankind, Cactus Jack, Do Love, or just as Mick Foley persona. And Triple H, as always, was just awesome, and they did have a really good match. Number 6, Undertaker versus Edge from SummerSlam 2008, I believe. But I'm never gonna forget the moment that I watched Edge spear Undertaker through the cell. I don't think we're ever gonna see something like that again, where someone goes through the cell. And it was really awesome to see that. I believe it was 2008. I think that's just when the PG era kind of started, so it was kind of a slow start for the PG era, so doing more edgy things. I think the PG era really kicked off in 2010, but yeah, this match was really, really good. Number 5, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. If you didn't know, Brock Lesnar beat Undertaker clean in this match. It was about almost 9 years ago. No, it was 2002, so about 10 years ago, I'd say. I'll just say 10 years ago. About 10 years ago from the match where Brock Lesnar beat him at WrestleMania, and a lot of people don't know that Brock Lesnar actually beat him clean years and years and years before that. Number 4, the 6-pack challenge Hell in a Cell involving Undertaker, Rikishi, Kurt Angle. I forget the rest, but you'll find out. But overall, it was really cool. It was so awesome to see Undertaker push Rikishi off the top of the cell into that truck. That was such a cool moment, and WWE always replay that, and it's something that should be replayed because it's a really cool moment. Number 3, Batista versus Triple H. I believe this was just coming off the Evolution breakup storyline, and I believe this was the ending to the storyline. A Hell in a Cell match, in my opinion, should be used to end off storylines, and WWE used it well in this manner with the Batista versus Triple H match. Number 2, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. Like I said with Batista and The Undertaker, these two never have a bad match. You can judge that by watching their WrestleMania 25 match. And this match was really, really good, and the ending was just as good. The debut of Kane. Of course, the masked Kane back then, it was a super big deal, and it was super awesome, and it was just such a great finish for the debut of him. And you'll never forget Vince McMahon going, "It's gotta be Kane, it's gotta be Kane." And number 1, Undertaker versus Mankind. You have to put this at number 1. Well, you don't have to, it's just my opinion. You'll never forget Mick Foley or Mankind being thrown off the top of the cell through the announce table, being chokeslammed through the cell onto the ring. He almost died during this match. And that's not kayfabe. He almost legitimately died. And it was so cool. The only problem with the match is that it set so much high expectations. Everybody thought, oh my god, this is going to happen in the next Hell in a Cell match we see, and it doesn't. And just because of that, it doesn't take away anything though, because this match was so awesome. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to smack that like button. My name's been Top 10 Wrestling. Goodbye, and as always, take care. 5 likes would be appreciated, guys. Bye.